Okay friends, I have had quite a few requests for a tour of the sewing machine, specifically about the sewing machine feet that are easy to, like the fast change sewing machine feet, and the foot pedal and how the foot pedal works, plus the knee lifter, a lot of things. So I'm going to show you, do a little tour of my sewing machine today, just to something a little different. And share with you some of the great things that I love about it. This is not my first Bernina. My first Bernina was in college. That's what they used to sew with, and I fell in love. When I graduated college, I actually went to work for Bernina of Tulsa and bought my first Bernina sewing machine, which was a Bernina 930. And one of my biggest regrets is that I traded it in for the newest model of the time, which was the Bernina 1630, which I have sitting right over here with almost every accessory foot made. I have like 30 something accessory feet and lots of extras for that 1630. It still sews beautifully. My husband had to convince me to get a new machine because they just don't wear out. They're the best machines. I just love them. But he did, and so I'm going to show you today the Bernina 770QE, or Quilter's Edition. I actually have the embroidery accessories to go on it, so it is a full embroidery machine also. I'm not going to show you all that stuff today because this is actually a specific request from a couple of people who wanted to know about the machine that I sew on, so that's what I'm going to show you. But I just want to let you know, I have been sewing on Bernina for over 30 years. Yep, the Bernina, my Bernina 1630, I got before my daughter was born, so it's like 28 years old, I think, my 1630 over there. It still sews beautifully. And my Bernina serger is like 38 years old, maybe? I could be wrong, but it was used when I bought it, and it is the 33DS, I believe. I have to go look. Oh no, 334DS. I won't ever sell it. It's in the closet. It still sews like a dream. It's a great machine. Anyway, let me give you a little machine tour. Okay, so this is the Bernina 770QE, or Quilter's Edition. This is how it looks on the home screen, where you can choose to either do regular sewing or add the embroidery attachment. Let me show you how the feet come off on this sewing machine. So I'm going to raise up the foot. Here's a little level right here, and it just falls right off. Can you see? Oops. See the little teeth up there? And they just slip right back on, like that. Super quick change, easy feet. Another feature that I really love is the needle threader, and it's this little bar that pulls down. You take the thread, it's through the guide up here, you take the thread and you go around this little arm, and as you pull down you can see it swings into position. You come straight across, there's a little hook, and the hook grabs it and pulls the thread up. See the threads from behind? Pulls it, and then you can just pull it through. What is that? That is the best. Love that. So here's another favorite thing that I have about this machine, and it is this knee lifter. You push it with your knee, and it makes the foot go up and down. See if I can back up so I can show both. Can you see the foot go up and down? So you can hold it up, hands-free sewing. Now let me show you this foot control down here. I know it's not very exciting when you first look at it, but can you see the little thing on there that looks like a needle with little arrows up and down? So when your foot is on there, you put your whole foot on it. When you push on the heel, you can sink the needle and raise the needle. Sewing, I have the machine off so I'm not affecting it. Sink, raise. I love that. So at the sewing machine, when I'm sitting here at my machine, I can sink my needle, raise my presser foot, turn my fabric, lower the presser foot, and keep on sewing with both hands on my garment or whatever I'm making. So convenient. Now, the serger has the same sort of thing. It has a knee lifter, which I currently don't have on there, but it has it. It also has needle sink options, Same exact foot control down there, which is pretty amazing. And it has this little button, red button, drops the feet off and on. And they hook on right there. There. You can actually see right there, there's a little bar that it picks it up with. Pretty neat. Now you can also needle sync or make it so the needle syncs every time with this button. This is actually how fast you're sewing, which is pretty amazing. This is needle position, stitch width, and stitch length. So easy. Those are all really easy things. It has, currently I have the tray table on because I don't have the appropriate insert for this table, but I hope to get it soon. It has its own motor for winding bobbins. So you have probably on a lot of machines, when you disengage, you have to like disengage something to wind the bobbin. So it uses the same motor that's in your machine to do the bobbin winding. Or you can wind the bobbin and your needle will go up and down. But because these are two separate motors, that doesn't happen. And it has an automatic disengage, so it automatically stops sewing while you wind your bobbin. It has a thing to adjust how fast your bobbin winds, it has a little cutter in it, and it measures, so when it gets so full, it automatically pops off and stops. Down here, I'm gonna open this up. Okay, I'm turning it on. It takes just a minute to warm up. You can see my polka dotty shirt in it. It has loads of lights underneath. There it goes. You can see it booting up. Do you see how bright it got? Look up underneath there. Can you see all those lights? I actually have tissue paper over it to dim it just a little bit. You have dimming controls, and I only do that because it affects the camera. The camera is so bright, the camera reacts. Down here, it even has a light in the bobbin area to make the bobbin easy to see. The bobbin just pops in and out, very easy. Has a thread cutter right there for the bobbin, so you can actually get your bobbin in, cut the thread, close it up, and it'll just start sewing. It has a start and stop here, where if you are doing hands-free work, like using the embroidery mechanism. There is the reverse. It has a thread cutter. It will cut your threads. Pretty crazy, and this will lower and raise the foot also. It does not have anything back here to raise the foot. There's nothing there. Like on this machine, see this? Can raise the foot? Doesn't have it. So you either use the little button or you use the knee lifter. There's a spool holder here, and there's one here that you can raise up for using two different threads. It has a little magnet here for a stylus. I had it stuck to this machine. They both have it. They both have a stylus, and you can use it with this really nice display here. And it has it has embroidery options, it has some lettering already built in, and then it has an entire embroidery kit you can get, which I do have, that you can add to it. Very customizable, and according to whatever foot you tell it what foot you're choosing, it won't let you accidentally, like I have the straight stitch foot on, it won't let me zigzag, because that foot won't let me zigzag. I'm going to show you one other neat thing. Can you see this right here? See that? That is like a walking. I'm going to raise my foot up, and I'm going to pull this down, and it only works with certain feet, but it fits right in the middle, and it's sort of like having feed dogs on top. So it pulls down this center part, and it's called an even feed foot, and it's a little like a walking foot. A walking foot has feed dogs on top too, so it's like feed dogs on the foot. This one just has a center feed dog, but it sure is nice if you have problems with a creepy crawly fabric, or you need fabric to ease in for lots of things. I use it quite a lot, and that's what it looks like. And it's very easy to engage and disengage. You just pull on it, and it's gone. Okay, I hope this answered a bunch of questions for all of you about the machines that I use. I'm going to do another video soon on some of my favorite tools, and I can't wait to share with you just more things that I love about sewing. All right, see you next week for another fun video.